Hi, my name is Andrew Heimball, and today I went 7-3 with budget Lunalight build.
Nice. All right, let's break into it.
All right, so first the Lunalight cards. Standard, 3 Kaleido Chick, 2 Yellow Martin, 1 Emerald Bird, Triple Tiger, and the honorary Lunalight, the Zephyros. Like, that's pretty standard. Next we have the hand traps. We have 3 Droll in the main, and 3 Gamma with the driver. Gamma's insane in this deck because there's a combo you can do with Lambda and Time Thief Redoer that you can search this in the end phase. And then cool interaction is if you have IP also, then you can negate something on their turn, summon the Gamma and the driver, and then link it away with IP into something big.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Did you expect a lot of spirals today? I know everyone's been citing Drolls.
I did expect a lot of Spiral. I expected way more than I actually seen. I only played 2 Spiral, lost against 1, beat the other. Played Altergeist, played the Mirror Match a couple of times. I don't remember what my other matches were, to be honest with you. Yeah, I played against Teller Knights, which was weird. It was a cool deck. But,
Salad.
yeah, Solomon Greats. Anyway, next, we play 3 Time Thief Winder. So the Time Thief engine is really good, especially with the new Time Thief Xyz monster. What he does is you can detach an XYZ material and special summon him from hand, and then when he's summoned, he searches a Time Thief card. So you can search Time Thief Retrograde. Just a nice counter trap, negates spells and traps, and then it'll equip whatever it negates to your Redoer as material. So then you either get a bounce or you get a draw. So just a really neat interaction. And then we play 1 Flyback because Time Thief Perpetua. We'll just pull her out. Like this girl, she can, as a quick effect, target another Exceed monster you control and attach a Time Thief card from your deck to it as material.
Oh, that's cool.
So like you can just end on this, and then in the standby phase, like Redoer will take the top card of their deck, and then you just Perpetua attach the Flyback. So then Redoer has a guaranteed bounce, which is nice because it puts it on top of their deck, so it disrupts their draw too. And then this is Engrave, and you can banish this Engrave to target a card in their grave and equip it to a Time Thief card you control as material. So then it just further disrupts the graveyard. So it's like really cool synergy, and this engine worked really well today, especially the Redoer. It's just clutch. Onto the spells, 3 Tinkies, 3 Perfumes, 3 Call by the Graves. I decided to add this in last minute because I knew Spirals was huge, and this deck loses to the same hand traps as Spirals does. Like Droll and DD Crow hurts this, so like I wanted an extra option. So the between the Call by the Graves and the 3 Gammas, I was pretty safe most of the day. 3 Foolish Burial Goods just to send the Perfumes. Now the 1-0s, you got Monster Reborn, Foolish Burial. MVP of the day, Double or Nothing with Utopia Double. This won me so many games. This is how I won my last match. Like, it just catches people off guard. Like, you can just play through a couple of negates, and then as long as you can end up on a rank 4, like, that's just game. And that's how this deck wins most of the time. We don't play Boral Sword because I don't own it and wasn't going to buy it. So Utopia Double and Utopia gets us there. And then Card Destruction and Upstart Goblin because this deck can brick sometimes, and so this just kind of helps get you there. Card Destruction actually worked really well because you can use it to send the Serenade Dance and the Perfume from hand to grave, and then they both get effects in grave. Like I can banish this and discard to add a Lunalight, and this I can banish it and discard to special summon a Lunalight from deck. So having the Card Destruction with these just helps you advance your gameplay and get you out of those really bricky hands.
So how many cards is that in the
so this is 40 cards. 40 cards. Don't honestly know of anything right now that I would change. Like performed way like above my expectations today. I'm happy with it.
Now, before we go into your extra deck, why don't you explain your team mat right here?
All right, so shout outs to the team. We are Team Dollar Menu. We came up with the idea of this because, for one, we're broke. Like, we're poor, we're budget. We've always played budget. We're slowly starting to grind and get stuff together, but like as you can see in the main, like there's no dangers, there's no magician souls because I just don't own them and can't afford them. And I'm just not going to spend the money on it. We can clearly, like, we can top without them, and that's kind of what we set out to do, is prove that, like, you don't need the expensive cards. So, like, if you strategize your deck well enough and you pay attention to what's in the meta, make sure that the hand traps are right, and you just have a good head on your shoulders, like, you can play a deck to victory, and you don't have to have all the expensive stuff. We also came up with this because when we test, we always meet at McDonald's or Taco Bell or something, and so we would go and we would order off the dollar menu and then sit for hours and test. And so that is our laboratory. That's where we create all this stuff, is Taco Bell. So Taco Bell sponsor us.
I want free food, man. Give me free food, Taco Bell.
So yeah, shout out to the team, Patrick, Jackie, JT. These guys are awesome. A lot of these cards are theirs. Gammas are his. Patrick gave me the Time Thief stuff.
Got you the Perpetuas.
Kind of pushed me to buy some of the cards that I did buy.
Man,
so shout outs to them.
Man. You need that IP.
I know, man. I
did
did need the IP.
Yeah,
IP is the most expensive card in here. All right, so on to the extra deck. Start with the Link Monsters. Again, MBT Lambda. The combination of Lambda and Redoer is nuts because, for one, if you open with the Gamma and you go into Lambda, then you can play around Nibiru. Because if they do Nibiru you, then you just summon the Gamma and negate it, get it out of their hand, and then you have 2 free Link materials to go into the IP most of the time. And then with this combination, he gets his effect when a Psychic monster is banished to, during the end phase, search a Psyframe card. So Redoer is a Psychic, and so you can use his effect to banish himself until the end phase, which triggers this. And it also triggers some of your Lunalight monsters.
Don't forget about Gamma's not once per turn.
So he doesn't detach his cost. He detaches as part of the effect. And so both of these get effects when they're sent to grave by a card effect. So this one will let you search a Lunalight spell or trap, and this one will special summon a Lunalight from grave. And so this is what you would normally do, is make sure that you have the Emerald Bird under Redoer, because then you can further extend to get the materials to go into either IP or the Time Thief Perpetua to do the plays with the traps that we were talking about earlier. So not only does it trigger that, but then you get to trigger this and add the Gamma during the end phase. This card is just insane, and especially without having IP in this deck, like, this is your disruption during their turn. Like, this is what you go into. You rely on this card so much. Like, this is definitely one of the MVPs of the day. IP, just in case you do Gamma them during your turn, you can link into this. And then, like I said, it's really good because you'll search another Gamma during your end phase. So if you negate something on their turn, you'll summon the Gamma in the driver, and then you can IP link into either Unicorn or... so you'll either go into Unicorn or Avermax. I never went into this at all today. I went into this once against Altergeist just to clear back row. I don't know a whole lot else to say about these because I just never went into them. Firefighting Dermidol. A lot of people don't know what this card does. You can target a spell trap on your side of the field and then target a spell trap on your opponent's and destroy them both. The cool thing about that is if you have Tiger and Scale, Tiger gets an effect when it's destroyed. So you can Dermidol, target, destroy something of theirs, destroy this, and then it'll special summon a card. So you can further extend your plays while you're clearing their board. Of course, game winner. We don't play Boral Sword. We play this. 2 materials gets you there.
Don't need 4. You need 2.
Yeah, you don't need 4. You need 2. This card is so good. Won me so many games. I can't even describe
how many
games.
games did Utopia win you?
Oh God. I mean, I'd say it's in the double digits today.
Wow.
Like as far as
About
individual
15.
games, and then matches, you're probably 5 or 6 because of this card. Like 4 Strix to Search the Zephyros. Douglas, never went into it. It's a good card. I used it in testing. It's good to get some of the spells and traps out of your hand. You just draw 2 and discard 1, and then you can like banish and do stuff. But never came up today. Dweller is Dweller. Went into it like twice today, I think. Didn't really do anything. Exciton Knight. I swear, people forget this card exists. And once we get into the side, you'll see we play like Dark Ruler No Mores for Spiral. And so in theory, you can like Dark Ruler No More of them and then go into this and wipe their whole board.
Did not win a game.
And this did not win me a game. I actually only summoned this once today, and it was against Altergeist, and it was just a ban out and a gate because I knew as soon as this hit the board, they were going to use something to stop it, and I could just further extend my plays and kill them from there. But it served its purpose. Tornado Dragon, self-explanatory. The Time Thief Perpetua, and then Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. This is another card that even all the Lunalight players that I played today had to pick this card up and read it because they didn't know what it did. And I feel like this should be a staple in any Lunalight deck. It takes 2 Beast Warriors, and on summon, it sets a Tinky from deck, which searches anything. And then it has a second effect that you can detach and negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field except for Beast Warriors. So if your opponent does make a board, like they have to use resources to negate this. And if not, then you're just going to negate everything and just blow them out. So this card, I went into this almost every single game. This is super important, super impactful. Just to get your tankies, to get to your tigers, and start looping cards out of the grave is amazing. Like, if you're a Lunalight player, play this. So that's it for the extra deck. We can go on the side. 2 Twin Twister, 3 Dark Ruler No Mores, 3 Evenlies. This card is MVP. This is great. I'm glad I picked these up like 2 weeks ago before they doubled in price. Shout outs to Patrick because he bought a couple of them.
All for rarity.
I bought you the whole play sets.
All for rarity.
Well, you owed me some money, so that covered some of it, and then you were nice and bought the other
Wait,
ones.
he got me.
So shout out to him. Red Reboot. DD Crows cited this in a lot. Didn't really see it a whole lot. Seen a little bit against Spiral. Cited this against Lunalights because if they like Tiger target something in grave, you just hit this, and if you catch them at the right times, they just can't play. So Kuros, and then the Gamma Seals for the Spiral matchup. Never seen this card all day. We literally just won today off of Lambda and Redoer and Perpetua. Like that. This is my like bread and butter. Just negate things, disrupt, and then this does enough to stop them on their turn, and then on my turn, we just Utopia double and take the game. Like that's the game plan going into this. It was successful. It worked. Had a great time. Glad that I played it. That's all I know how to say, man.
Well, hey, Andrew, thanks so much for coming out. Thanks so much for playing. Thanks for showing us your budget build that got you tops today. That's pretty dope. All right, any parting words from the gang?
I just want to say shout out to my woman at home and yeah, good job to Drew because he got it.
Come on, let's go.
Good job, Drew.